All right, microphone on. Oh, wait, I gotta disable Andy McNamara. Hold on a minute. I wish there was a faster way to do this, but there's not. So just bear with me, I guess. Tablet's only at 18%, so I'm probably not going to be using it that much this stream. Well, that's because I used most of the battery during Christmas. Okay, that's turned down. I guess we're ready to start. Welcome to the UAFL today. It is Christmas football. A tradition that I don't think anyone would have expected to happen this year. All right, let's get started. Welcome to Christmas football. It is day 3 of the UAFL for this week. We are starting us off with a crucial game, at least for Ottawa. The Denver Mountaineers are playing the Vancouver Mallards. The thing is, if Denver wins, then only 2 more things need to happen after that for the Ottawa Capitals to be eliminated. As I want to announce that it is possible for our first elimination of the season to happen this week. And this is a 12-week season, and it's only week 8, so I just want to let that out. But before we begin, we're going to take ourselves to Vancouver for a weather check. Stadium is going to be classic because Vancouver doesn't have a stadium. The weather forecast looks like it is cloudy outside in Vancouver. Wind speeds is not fast enough for me to turn the wind up, so. All right. All right, here we go. All right, so it looks like the Mallards are going to receive the toss. All right. Welcome. For those of you who are new, welcome to one of the 6 platforms now. As I want to officially announce, we're kind of doing what Ninja's doing. We are live everywhere. We are now on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Trovo, DLive, and Nemo TV all at once. So for the first time ever, we are live on 6 platforms at the same time. Which is insane. That's the maximum I'm allowed to do with the Prism app, so I don't know. We're also going to find out if the DLive rumors are true, because some people are saying that if without payment, the stream cuts off at 3 hours, which, if that's the case, switch to one of the other 5 platforms. If that happens, I'm not going to restart the stream just because DLive has this stupid 3-hour rule. But it's just a rumor. I can't confirm that until I do research myself. Because one person said that. Only one person said that I've seen. If it was multiple, I would have maybe taken more awareness. But it's only been one. Okay, so Andrews has made his way down the field. It's going to be incomplete here. It is going to be 4th down, and Vancouver is surprisingly going to punt. Okay, it is a 1st down for the Mountaineers. The Mountaineers have been doing a phenomenal job this season so far. I just want to say that. They are one of the best teams this season in the AFC. While Vancouver, on the other hand, is fighting to get back into the playoff range. As Denver has had quite a phenomenal season. It's the first time in a while that I've been done commentary, and it's week 8 now of the UAFL season. It's also 2nd and 4. It's 3rd down. Denver is I think Denver just needs to punch in 2 yards here. And they get the 1st down here. There's a flag on the field. It's against the Vancouver Mallards. It's going to be a 1st down for Denver regardless of the call. All right, 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. And this one's going to be deflected. All right, it is also It is 1st and 10 for Denver. And it's the loss of 3 on this play. Here's Adams. It's going to be a gain of a single yard on this play. It's 3rd and 12. So Denver just needs 1 yard. Or 13 yards. Maybe they just need 12 yards. Almost said 1. And they do get the 1st down here. And Denver is now getting ready to be in scoring position. Here's a pass. It's caught by Adams. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Here's Martin. He's going to get sacked, or I guess it's going to be a loss. Here's a pass. Quick pass. It's a no gain on this play. Here's Martin. Run to Adams. And touchdown. Denver. Denver scores first tonight. Here's a kick. Kick is good. It is 7-0 right now. Denver is leading Vancouver. I just want to do a quick record check now that it is officially the second quarter of this football game. So for the Denver Mountaineers, a win tonight will advance them to a record of 6-2, as they're currently 5-2. A win tonight from Vancouver will put them ahead in the division, as the Wranglers only have a slight advantage with the same record as well. However, for Vancouver, a loss tonight from Denver could land them anywhere from... They would still be in playoff range regardless what happens this week. But they would likely become a play-in team. For the Vancouver Mallards, on the other hand, their record is currently 3-4. They have a losing record. They're having a losing season right now. Here, speaking of Vancouver, here's a nice run on this play. But as I was saying, Vancouver is currently 3-4. A win tonight could put them in playoff range, but only if they're better than Winnipeg and Louisiana at once. And Vancouver's got quite a deficit in PD, so they would have to win this game by a long shot in order to secure a spot in the play-ins for at least this week. They wouldn't be eliminated if they don't go in, though, and they won't be eliminated if they lose tonight either. However, a loss would not do Vancouver any good, as that could put the Mallards anywhere from 15th to 17th in the NFC, and you need to be in the top 10 in order to get in. So, Here's Andrews. The only exception is if you're somehow in 11th or lower, but you still lead the division. That only happens if your division sucks. But none of the divisions are that bad. Yes, we have bad divisions, but not that bad. So, and speaking of the divisions, the teams, for those of you who know where Denver goes, most of you know where Denver goes. They go in the AFC West. But for those who don't know where Vancouver goes, because that is it is a team that is usually not in NFL. They belong in the NFC West. So it is. It is a West rivalry. It's not more. It's more of a. They're in the same region, but they're not in the same conference. Here's it going. Vancouver's going to kick a field goal here. And this one is going through. It's 41-3. All right, we got the kickoff here. Now, I do remember myself, I have to make a correction here. Denver is not involved in Ottawa's elimination if they get eliminated this week. I originally thought they were, but I am incorrect. So please forgive me for my mistake. It was Nebraska, Miami, and it was the Nebraska Thunder, Miami Warriors, and the Las Vegas Outlaws that were involved in Ottawa's elimination. If all three of those teams win their next game this week, then Ottawa will officially be eliminated out of playoff contention. For those of you who are Ottawa Capitals fans, that would mean you would be the first team eliminated out of playoff contention, as you guys are currently 0-8. You guys are having the worst season out of the entire league right now. But for everybody else, the remaining 39 teams would continue the battle for the ultimate 20 playoff spots. It's going to be a 9-yard gain here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Adams. And it's a first down. There's a flag, though, but it's against the Mallards. And it's actually going to be accepted for a few more yards. Here's Martin on 1st and goal. He shoots up the middle. It is incomplete. And it's going to be there's going to be a second effort here coming up. Second and goal. Here's Martin. 3 yards here. Here's a pass, incomplete. And it looks like the Denver Mountaineers are going to attempt a field goal, as Vancouver's defense held up. All right, the field goal is good. Denver scores 3 more. It is now 10-3 as the game is back to a 7-point lead for the Denver Mountaineers. Because Vancouver made that stop, they can potentially tie this one with a touchdown. Let's see if the Mallards can do exactly that. We're going to find out what they're going to come up with. Here's Andrews. He's going to throw it to Hart. And he's going to get 6 yards here. I don't know if I'm reading this right on Nemo TV. Is there actually 50 people? Is there actually 50 people watching this? Or is that something else? Like, I don't think my first official live stream in over a year on Nemo TV would normally get 50 people watching. I don't even think any of my live streams get that many people watching. I have no idea if that's true or not. If someone please let me know if that is true or not, because I can't tell what that number is on the bottom left corner of the screen. If you know what I'm talking about, the people icon. I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure if that's the total number of views this stream got, or amount of people watching, because it wouldn't make sense to... Oh, we're lagging. Hold on. Okay, I think we're fine. Here's Vancouver. Incomplete. Second and 10. Alright, I'm turning off sleep mode now. Let me see if there's any chat messages from... Also, this is a 16-yard pass for... Yeah, I can only read chat from selected platforms, so... Here's a pass, it's incomplete. Yeah, because Prism doesn't really fully support all the platforms I'm live to right now, but I can still stream to them. That's the plus. I can read chat for a bunch of them now. Or at least 3 of them right now, because my tablet's charging. Here's Andrews, incomplete. It is going to be 4th down. Let's see what the Mallards decide to do here. It's going to be a field goal. The kick is good. And the Vancouver Mallards will put 3 up. That shortens the lead to back down to 4 like it was earlier. The question is, will it be enough? Here's Martin. He's going to throw it. Wide open man. And it's going to be a huge first down for the Vancouver Mallards. Or, sorry, the Denver Mountain. Why am I saying the wrong team name? I keep saying the wrong team name. Here is Martin again. Incomplete. 2nd down. Here's Martin. He's going to throw it up the middle. It's incomplete. All right. What other apps are open on my other phone? Pass is incomplete. And Denver's going to punt. Here's Andrews. Intercepted by McCarthy. And this one's coming back to Denver, and it's going to be... And they're going to start on the 31-yard, on the 30. Pass is incomplete. It's a pass. It's going to be 6 yards here. Here's Martin. Caught by Lawrence for a first. For those of you watching, and for those of you who are watching, Merry Christmas. Here's a field goal. It's good. Denver is now back to having a 7-point lead. Vancouver's got another chance to tie this one up with a touchdown. All they need to do is find the right key pieces to move across the field and to get in that end zone. At least if you're... That is if you're a Vancouver supporter. If you are a Denver supporter, you just got to keep doing what you've been doing on defense, and things will go your way if you do. As again, Denver intercepted the football on the last Vancouver drive. Andrews with the throw, wide open man, first down, Vancouver. Law with the catch. Here's Andrews with the pass to Law. Here's Andrews. It's going to be passed to Gilbert for a first down. I did not know I could do that. Apparently you can follow yourself on Nemo TV. I cannot believe that is possible. Pass is incomplete here. Well, I guess I'm my second or third follower on the platform. I guess I didn't even know that's possible. pass to McDonald is good for a first. And it is going to be good. The field goal is good. It is back to a 4-point difference. So far, this entire game has been nothing but field goals other than the opening drive of this game. Here is Martin. He's going to pass. That guy ran through the other player, and it's halftime. All right, so something both teams need to work on is offense, as neither of them can really do much. So especially Denver. We're used to Denver throwing deep touchdowns. And Denver is known for possessing the football for long periods of time. So and for that reason, you want to play a little bit more of a blitz style defense. But not every single play's got to be a blitz, though. But I'm just saying they got to play close range because that's what Denver likes to make short passes to get across a few yards or so. Looks like they're going long here. But it actually ends up being a short pass for a first down. Here's Martin. He's going to run as the QB. It's going to be just 2 yards here. Here's Martin. And he's sacked by the defense for 10 yards. And it's 3rd and 18, and Vancouver's got themselves in a good position to get this football back. Vancouver needs 18 yards to get a first. It looks like they're going to have to throw deep or play a run to play it safe. They're going to go deep, and it's going to be caught by Wood. This is a first down. See, Denver's got options. They don't have to just play short passes. They can play long as well, as they've proven time and time again. Whenever they're down, they can come right back up. Here's Martin. He's going to throw deep again. This time it's not going to be the same fate. It is incomplete. Scott is on the defense as Vancouver swats this one away. 2nd and 10. Here's Martin. He's going to throw deep, and it's going to be deflected by the defense here. It's not telling us who it is. And it's 3rd and long. Denver faces a 3rd and long situation. Here's Martin. Caught as Denver converts on 3rd down again. I think completions have to be fixed if you're Denver by the time you play a better team in the playoffs. Or the Mountaineers could really be in trouble when the playoffs do begin. I understand that Vancouver's on them. Here's a good pass by Lawrence. That puts Denver on that puts Vancouver on high notice as they're about to get scored on again. Here's Martin. He's going to run it to Adams. It's going to be a loss of 5 on this play, as Vancouver was ready for this run here. Second and goal. Denver's got a wide open man. Caught by Young. It's going to be 6 yards. However, it's third down. Here's Martin with the pass. Touchdown! I don't know if his feet were in bounds, though. It didn't look like his feet were in bounds, but if you want to review the footage, you can watch this on YouTube. This is only available on YouTube, but you can take the stream a few seconds back and see if his feet was in bounds, because it looked like he caught it out of bounds. But I could be wrong. However, regardless, the touchdown stands. And that's just how Access football works. No, this is not me hating on Denver, by the way. I just saw something. I was quite confused. Here's Andrews. Caught by McDonald. And there's a flag on Denver. And that's going to be more yards. And now the Mallards are now starting to get up the field. Vancouver's playing a little bit more aggressive here. Here's Hart. And he's going to be short of the first by inches. Second and inches for the offense. Catch by Sparks. First down for the Mallards. Here is 1st and 10 for the offense. Andrews throws. It's going to be a first down for the Vancouver. It's 1st and goal. And it's going to be a tackle for a loss here. Okay, so I finally confirmed what that number was. No, it is not viewers. I don't know why it has the people icon instead of the fire icon. It is actually how hot the stream is. And mine happens to rank at a higher number than I thought it would. I don't know why. It's at 59. This is Access Football. And that is going to be good. Vancouver cuts the lead here. It's a 4-point difference here in the late in the third quarter. Here's Denver on 1st 10. It's going to be a gain of a few yards. Here's Martin Adams. It really didn't take us long to get on the front page of, or I guess, at least somewhat visible on Nemo. I literally look up the stats on that new platform, and somehow, when you go to other games, I was once the 3rd stream on that list. Crazy, but just gonna be out of bounds. Second and 7. And those of you watching on any of the other 5 platforms other than just Nemo TV, if you're watching on YouTube, you are watching on the original channel, because that is where it all began, really. If you're watching on Twitch, you guys are kind of old, but not too old. And then you got Kick, Trovo, and D-Live and Nemo TV. They all are recently sprout back up after being not... Oh, there's a fumble. It's recovered by the offense, though. What a way to start the 4th quarter with a fumble. It's going to be... But it was recovered by the offense. Here's Martin. He throws it deep. It's incomplete. Denver on 2nd and 10. It's going to be 7 yards here. And that is going to be enough for a 1st down. Martin with the pass to Swanson. 5 yards here. Here's Adams. Gain of 4 yards on the play. Here's Martin. Throws deep. Incomplete. And it's 4th down. I don't know why they didn't just run the ball here. Well, Young also dropped the pass. If he didn't drop it, that would have been a touchdown. And now Denver's going to settle for another field goal to tie things right back up. Here's Gilbert. There's a nice catch by the Mallards. 1st and 10. Here's Hart. Here is Vancouver on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Mallards have a chance to tie it up in this. Ooh, it's incomplete. Could have been intercepted, though. Daniels barely had his hands on it. It's 1st and 10 for Vancouver after they convert. Here's a pass to McDonald. Here's a run from Hart. It's 3rd and 4. Let's see what Vancouver does here. They're going to pass it. Caught by Ray. He's going to try to push again, but it's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Hart. Loss of a yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Hart. He's going to run it. Touchdown, Vancouver. And the Mallards will have an opportunity to tie it up here. PAT is good. It is now 23-23. And the Mallards are now back into this football game after they were trailing for pretty much the entire game. All right, let's see how Denver responds to this. They've lost the lead. Let's see if the Mountaineers can come back and find a way to beat Vancouver. Here's Martin. He throws deep. Caught by Wood. There's a flag on the field. It is against the defense. This one will be declined. Or no, it will be accepted because it's going to add even more yards. Never mind. Here's Adams. Here's Adams on 1st and 10. It's going to be a gain of 6. Here is Denver. First down, Denver. Timeout called by the Mallards. Vancouver's trying to buy enough time for them to pick up a score before the game ends, as they already know they might concede here. Vancouver's out of timeouts. It is 1st and 10. Vancouver is trying their best. Denver is rushing this play. Denver's rushing right now. We are beyond the 2-minute warning now. Here it is, 3rd and 1. And I don't know if they got there. They did not. Denver's going to rush to kick a field goal. And the kick is good. The Mountaineers now lead by just 3. Here is Andrews. They have 1 minute. Sacked. Loss of 9 on the play. And it's going to be... Surprisingly, the Mallards are not rushing down the field. They don't have the time to continue to wait. They have to get going. Pass is incomplete. Here's Andrews. He throws it deep. Caught by McDonald. First down, Vancouver. No huddle offense here, as expected. The Mallards just need to get into field goal range to send this one to OT. Pass is intercepted. That is game, folks. Houston just won the game for Denver, and the Mountaineers will get their 6th win of the season. What a game, folks. This one has come to an end, as we are about to transition to our second game of the day, as our first game of the day has officially ended. Mountaineers will improve to 6 wins. They're now 6-2, while Vancouver falls down to... I think they're now 3-5. Just give me a second to import the scores on my Discord so that I remember it later. So that I can use that to edit the standings later. All right, let's get on with our second game of the day. All right, our second game of Christmas football is the Tennessee Bloodhounds. Oh, I passed them already. My apologies. Versus the 6-1 Mexico City Jaguars. Mexico City and Green Bay are the only two teams that are 6-1, as they have the best possible record because everyone in this league has lost. All right, we are now going to do a quick weather check in Mexico City, which is a quite warm city as it is. It is I'm going to do a quick measurement to see. All right, so the wind is not going to be strong enough during the entire game for it to be windy, and it's going to be a clear game in Mexico City. All right, welcome to Mexico City, in the country of Mexico. Resides our only Mexican team in the UAFL. I think Mexico City's got a lot of advantages tonight, as they are playing Tennessee, who hasn't been very active this season. As I'm going to quickly go over both teams' records, starting with Tennessee first, since they are the visiting team. The Tennessee Bloodhounds are currently 2-5. A loss today, a win today would make them 3-5. However, they would remain in third in the division. As for Tennessee, on the other hand, if they lose, they will be 2-6, which would, depending on what their point differential is afterwards, could determine if they are actually head-to-head, actually, because I don't know if Houston played Tennessee yet, but because the Bloodhounds are in the same division as the Bombers, aka the Houston Bombers. As the Mexico City Jaguars, though, they are a really powerful team. They are currently the second best team in the league with a record of 6-1, in second place out of all 40 teams. With the only team having a better record than Mexico City this season being the Green Bay Axemen, who are also 6-1 but with a better point differential. Here's Austin. He's going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete, though. 0BV Stream Hub World joined the chat. It is going to be a loss of a yard here. And Mexico City is going to punt on their first drive, giving Tennessee a chance to take the initial score. Here is Stone. He's going to get a couple yards here. Here is Stone from Tennessee for a total of 32 yards on that play. Here's Stone. Loss of 2 on the play. All right. All right. I have updated the records. I have now officially logged the I have now officially imported the score of the Denver versus Vancouver game. You will now see the standings updated for those two teams. I'm not sure how I went from level 1 to level 7 in one live stream, but I'll take it because I need to level up anyways as it is. Tennessee's going to punt this one away. Vancouver catches the ball here. It's not a very good one, though. Here's Mason. It's going to be a first down for the Jaguars. Here's Mason. He gets another first. Oh my goodness. He gets free. Here's Mason. He's going to run it all the way back and take it to the house. Touchdown, Mexico City. Unbelievable. That, my friends, is why Mexico City is 6-1. Mexico City has been very good this season, and their talent continues to show us why that they should be making the playoffs this season. And not only that, but win the division. They might win the division this season. All right, this is going to be a touchback. Jaguars are take the initial score after a huge run by the offense. Here's Cunningham. He throws it deep. Caught by Stanley for a 37-yard gain. Nice catch by the Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds have been struggling as they only managed to pick up 2 wins out of 7 weeks this season so far. A loss here tonight would put their win rate at 25%, making it a little low. Here's Stone. He gets a first down for the Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds are knocking on the door here. There's another chest open. Here's Cunningham to Stone. Loss of 6 on the play. Here's Cunningham. It's incomplete. It's fourth down. The Bloodhounds might have to kick a field goal here, as their offense has definitely been stopped by Mexico City here. All right, here we go. Here comes the kick. And it is good. Bloodhounds shorten the score difference to 4. Here's Mason. He's going to run this one. It's going to be short, though. Here's Mason. It's going to be short, though. And a punt to Bailey. Here's Cunningham. There's a flag on the field. It is against the Jags. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Bloods. Here's Stone. He's going to get another 1st down. First down for the Bloodhounds. Cunningham passes to Stone, who then gets 10 yards on this play. Here's Cunningham. He throws it deep. Incomplete. It goes right through his hands. Cunningham gets sacked. Also, what's up, Nemo 409033700? Welcome to the stream. Tennessee's going to punt the ball again. That was a false start. So now Tennessee's going to have to punt it from even farther out. And Franklin's coming back from his injuries earlier in the game. Let's see where that landed. Okay, so they're going to spot this ball at the 1 yard line because that kick went out of bounds. Mexico City will have to get 99 yards to get a touchdown. Pass deep. Incomplete. It's second down. Here's Austin. He's going to get a first down. As Mason runs it for 20. Here's Mason. It's going to be a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9. First down, or third down. It's going to be another first for Mexico City. Here's Austin. He throws up the middle to Mitchell. He gets 6 yards on this play. First and 10 for the offense. Here's the Jags on first and 10. Throw the Farmer. It's a gain of 1. Here's Austin. Throw up the middle. There's a flag. It's caught for first down. And this one's coming back as this is a pass interference call against the offense. It's now 2nd and 19 after the call. Here's Austin. He throws. He catches it to Jackson for a first. Here's Austin. Touchdown! And the Jags score. And the PAT is good. Here is Mexico City on the PAT on the kickoff. The score is 14-3 now. Jaguars are taking a decent lead here. They're about to start getting carried away here on touchdowns, as it seems. Mexico City is always ready for anything. I mean, aren't we fortunate that both Green Bay and Mexico City are in the same conference? Here's Nelson. There's a fumble. It's recovered by Patterson. And this one is back in the hands of Mexico City in the red zone. They have another chance to score. How about that if you're a Mexico City fan? Austin throws. Incomplete. Pass is incomplete. Here's a kick. And it's good. The Jags will take a 17-3 lead. They now lead 14-0. Here's Cunningham. Pass to McDaniel. It's going to be short of the first down, but it's a decent gainage. First down. Here's Cunningham. Incomplete again. Tennessee's trying to find a way to get a first down here. It doesn't seem like luck is on their side, though. Here's Cunningham. Throws it to McDaniel, and he does get the first down. PAT is good. And that will do it for halftime. Okay, it is 4th and 2. And Mexico City is going to run this one. Here is Mason. Here's Austin to Mitchell. It's going to be a first down. All right, 3rd and 4. Here's Mason, and it's going to be a 4th down. Oh, wow. I did not know Real Laguda Games was coming back to the DFL as well. This is going to be the best DFL season ever. Because not only am I decided to return, a bunch of other people that are OGs are returning. All right, 3rd and 7. I want to know who is the person that named their team Coach John's team. It's the weirdest name I've seen in the UAFL. I thought, what does he think? He's John Harbaugh? Oh my goodness. Look at Mason. Look at him go. He's going to start on the 37-yard line. I don't. How does he? Okay, no offense. During the time I was off from the UAFL, how did he not remember to delete my logo? Oh, there's a fumble. It's recovered by the offense. But he forgot to delete my logo for 2 years. He forgot. That's crazy. Here is Mexico City. It's going to be a loss of 2. Here's Austin. He passes up the middle. It is incomplete. There's a flag. It's against Tennessee. It's another first down. And it's going to be a holding call from McLaughlin. Here is Mason. There's a flag on the field. 1st and goal. It's how many flags can you stack up before you concede if you're Tennessee? Here's Milton. It's a gain of a yard. Here's Austin. He throws. It's out of bounds. And it's 3rd and goal. Here's a pass. It's intercepted by Moreno. And Tennessee has somehow avoided conceding. Pass is going to be caught, but this is a loss of 3. That puts them on the 1-yard line. 2nd and 13. That's a bad pass. Here's a Oh, he almost went down in his own end zone. It's 3rd and 11. Here is Tennessee. He's going to step back. He passes the ball. Incomplete. And Mexico City are on the verge of going for 7 wins. The Jaguars are on the verge of getting their 7th win this season already, which would therefore... A win here tonight from Mexico City will guarantee that the Jaguars will finish this season with a winning record, and it will be stamped in legacy, and they are now going to be on the verge of clinching the playoffs. And they've had an absolutely fantastic season so far. And we still have 4 more weeks of Mexico City before we get to the playoffs. A city that was once one of the biggest dumpster fires of teams has definitely rebuilt to one of the strongest teams I've ever seen. Here's Ray. He gets the first down. There's a penalty. It's 1st and goal. It's another 15 yards added on from that for a face mask call. And now Mexico City is on the 4-yard line. Here's Austin. He throws. Incomplete. It could have been intercepted there, but Mills did not pick up the ball from there. Second and goal. They're going to run the ball. It's going to be a loss of 2 here. Here it is 3rd and goal. To Mason. It's going to be short. However, the Mexico City Jaguars are going to likely score a field goal here, even though the game hasn't been there hasn't been a lot of touchdowns. It has been quite defensive. As for if you're a Tennessee fan, it is not over yet, even though it is almost over for you guys. Tennessee is looking to fall to a record of 2-6, which means they can no longer... If they lose here, assuming they do not make a comeback here, if they lose here, it is no longer possible for the Tennessee Bloodhounds to achieve a winning record this season. As your 6th loss would be half of your games lost this season already. Here's Cunningham to Stone. 2nd and 6. Here's Cunningham. He throws the ball deep. Caught by Bailey. Bailey is on the run here. He's going to get a 64-yard gain on this play and just was barely short of scoring a touchdown for Tennessee. Go. Here's Cunningham. Throws to the left. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the Bloodhounds will get some points back here. And Tennessee is back into this game. Like I said, it is not over until it's over. The score is a 7-point difference. I want to see what Tennessee elects to do here. They're going to...
Please unlock the device to continue.
And my tablet starts talking randomly. PAT. And Mason's going to return the ball to about the 25-yard line. Here's Austin. Screens it. He's going to get away. Oh, he's broken free. Mason's on the run. And he's going to get 41 yards. And the Jags enter the Tennessee territory once again. Tom says, everyone, good night to nobody except for Jake the Football 13. It is now 1st and 10 for the Mexico City Jaguars. They have a chance to give it a 2-possession lead here on this drive. Here's Austin with the throw. It's caught by Cooper for an 8-yard gain. Here's Austin. He throws. It's caught by Cooper for a first. Could have been intercepted right there as there was a defender ready to catch that as well. Here's Austin. He's not going to get in, but he's going to get a yard. Mexico City's 2 yards away from a touchdown. Here's Austin. And he's going to lose 2 yards here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Austin. Pass is incomplete. The Jags do not get the touchdown, and it's 4th and goal. They're going to kick a field goal. Kicks away. It is good, but not by much. And Mexico City has a 10-point lead now, making it a 2-possession lead for the offense, or for the Jaguars. Bailey's going to return this one to about the 25-yard line. Here's Cunningham. He throws. It's incomplete. Cunningham to Stone. Here's a pass to Bailey. It is 1st and 10 for Tennessee. We have reached a 2-minute warning now. Here is Cunningham. He throws it. Incomplete. It's 2nd down. Okay, it is 1st and 10 for Tennessee. Or no, it's not. It's 4th and 12. They're going to go for it here. Deep pass. And it's incomplete. It's turned over. Here's a pass. Incomplete. They're all throwing deep passes. Here's Mason. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 situation. Pass caught for 20 yards. And I think that's going to do it here in Mexico City tonight. The Jaguars are victorious tonight. They're 7-1. Mexico City is the first team in the league to clinch a winning record this season. And I just want to say congratulations to them, as they worked very hard for this. Mexico City is officially 7-1. They have gotten their lucky number 7 to get a winning record. I just want to say congratulations to everyone from the country of Mexico. It has definitely been quite a journey. Okay, hold on a second, chat. There's going to be a slight delay because There, my controller has died. There we go. I gotta fix this. Gotta re-invert my controls and move on to our next game of the night. Game number 3. This game is important for Ottawa as they're hoping Los Angeles wins tonight so that Ottawa can stay alive in the playoff race. Well, they're looking for that because if three specific teams really, Nebraska's one of them, if they win and the other two win, the Ottawa Capitals will be eliminated from playoff contention because the Ottawa Capitals have been unsuccessful all season. All right, so the next game is going to be the Nebraska Thunder versus the Los Angeles Tide. Los Angeles is having one of their least successful seasons. They used to be UAFL champions in the past, but that's when we had a smaller league and most of the good teams were in the XAFL. All right, so give me a second to do a quick weather check in Los Angeles, California. So, to be honest, I don't even know why. I don't know what's going to happen. What time is it? It's 9 p.m. 1, 12. No, it's 10 p.m. It's around 10 p.m. right now in Los Angeles. Wind speed's not fast enough. But it is cloudy. All right, let the games begin. The Nebraska Thunder at the Los Angeles Tide. Warning, if you are in Los Angeles right now, there is what is a real flood? I don't know what the difference between a normal flood and a real flood is. I don't know. Let me search it up. Oh, it's flooding that occurs in a large area due to prolonged and persistent rainfall and is often indicated by, okay. I'm about to say, I've never seen that type of warning before. Alright, I'm about to update the standings right now for the two teams that have just played. It's a 7-point win for Mexico City from the previous game. All right, here is Los Angeles. The Tide have not had a great season so far. Los Angeles currently has a record of 1-6. If they lose tonight, they are guaranteed to finish the season with a losing record. And not only that, they have the worst point differential in the league, as they are the only team that has a point differential that is worse than negative 100, which is not a title you want to have as a franchise, but Los Angeles has it. I think next week, if Winnipeg loses next week and Mexico City wins, then if Mexico City wins and Winnipeg loses in week 9 of the season, for those of you Mexico City fans still watching, it will be a playoff clincher for Mexico City, as they are now likely going to be one of the first to clinch the playoffs. Well, actually, I can't entirely say that because there's still we still haven't seen Detroit, Minnesota, or Atlanta play yet. I just want to say congrats for those who are still successful. Oh boy. What's the score line right now? It's still 0-0. I went in another room for a second. Let's turn this light on first. I have 2 lights in here and I'm only using one of them because my bedroom doesn't come with a light, so we had to buy a lamp. And I actually got gifted a second lamp, and I'm now using both of them. Field goal is good, and Mexico City will score first. I actually want to try something as well. If I pull up my stream on my TV, what will it look like? I've never done that before. I can only do it with 3 platforms on Roku, because the other 3... Why am I not signed in? It's so cringe. Nebraska's looking to power through. Nebraska is one of the teams that Ottawa is keeping an eye on. They need this win in order to They need... What's up with YouTube here? YouTube's broken on the Roku apparently. It won't let me sign in. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Just had to reboot it. Go. PAT is good after the touchdown from Nebraska. Okay, let me see how this stream looks on my TV. It's a little wide. That's actually not my fault, though. Or no, that's not the stream's fault. I think the picture's weird. Yeah, because it's on stretch. No freaking wonder. I don't know what stream quality this is either. This is not... Let me change that. What is it on? It says it's on 1080p, which is not true at all because it looks blurry. Well, I think that's just remote play because it's not very great. I mean, again, it's a television. We'll eventually get a... I didn't even check if they had chat. Wow. You can't even... You can't even search on kick on the television. In fact, matter of fact, my screen doesn't even pop up there. What's up with that? See, you get the Kick TV app just to find out it doesn't have the search bar. What fools. Of course, it's filled with bots. The pass is defended by Morgan. My phone is struggling. Yeah, seems like am I still trending on other games? Yeah, I got a flame of 60. Here is a second and goal scenario for and Nebraska scores. Nebraska Thunder walks right in. It's a touchdown for the Thunder. Why? Here's Simmons. Ooh. It's amazing that I have to pay $5 just to be able to make a Google search on freaking television. Silly stuff. Ball is intercepted by Los Angeles. This one's going all the way back. Web Search Explorer. Yeah, there should be a freaking web browser on a smart TV. Like, that's like something that should happen. Let's first search the letter A, so that to make sure if they're going to. Yep, they're gonna charge us just to make a search. What is wrong with half of these apps on Roku? Like, why do they want to charge you money to make a freaking web search? What a waste. If I was able to develop a freaking app and upload it to freaking Roku, I would definitely make an internet browser that is free to use. It's actually disgusting that people actually think they can make money. Off of freaking web searches? I feel like some of these apps can be sued for misusing someone else's name as well. A subscription service to use an internet browser is freaking wild. What are these companies thinking? Look, says search videos with Google. A Google service would not charge you $20 a year to use it. I feel like Google should just. I think Google could just put a lawsuit on another company. What is this? There's another app called Prism. Nebraska's leading 21-6 now after this score. I think there's a copyright crisis on Roku televisions. A lot of apps seem to be using these other popular apps and company names without their permission. Oh, that's a VOD rerun. Queso's doing a rerun of another VOD. What if I search myself on Twitch? Well, I guess it's rip-off Twitch because Twitch doesn't have a Roku app, but somebody actually made an app that isn't pay to use, like an actual normal human being. There I am. Why does my channel not pop up? But, well, I guess it's because I'm live, isn't it? It's probably because I'm live. Why do I even ask? What is stream mode? What did I just press? I think the stream quality is just bad. For some reason. I don't know why. It looks like crap on a television. Well, it's not even that. Look, the UAFL logo looks crisp, but everything else just doesn't seem right. I think this is Xbox's end. Here's Rogers. I think, oh, I'm looking at the TV. I need to stop looking at the TV and start looking at the actual screen. Here's Rogers. He throws. It's a first down for Nebraska. Oh, look at all my VODs. There's my Palia stream. How do my other streams look? I don't think I've seen most of my other streams. Television doesn't seem to be the best thing ever, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just not what I want it to be. Recent broadcasts. Look how many of them are. Most of it's all UAFL, though, because I haven't been able to do normal streams lately. My VODs are only stored for a week now. I thought it was 2 weeks. That's nice. Riley with the throw, it's going to be short. Imagine being Roku and naming your own TV streaming service and naming it Howdy. That is like the cringiest name I've ever heard. Howdy. I'm not. That is cringe. What is this app supposed to be? The Vikings won. That means the Lions are eliminated from playoff contention. So now the fourth quarter. Nebraska leads by 22 points. It's safe to say Los Angeles does not have a bright future. Here's Los Angeles with the pass, and it's not going to be a touchdown. Yeah, there's like a bitrate issue right now, or whatever. I don't know. I could probably diagnose the issue because for some reason, what I've noticed is that the stream quality is bad. Like, what happened? It used to work so good. Well, I guess part of it might be because of the screen stretch. Because I do have to stretch the screen in order to make it fit in the stream. But it still shouldn't be doing whatever I think it's supposed to be doing. Touchdown, Nebraska. Here's Los Angeles with a pass. Caught. First down. Pass is incomplete. Oh. I feel like part of the problems we're getting right now might be because of the stream quality settings. I think tomorrow night when we do Access Football, I'm going to try to use 30 FPS at 1080p, which is one level below the current one. But I want to see if my because what I'm reading here is that YouTube apparently caps your bit rate to like 4,000, 6,000 or something, or 4,000, and you need like 8,000 in order for 1080p to even at 60 frames per second to even work. This post is 5 years old though, so I don't know if it's still accurate or not. A lot of people are also saying, let me check the stream qualities of other streams just to see what they use, because I don't know if 1080p at 60 frames per second is going to work anymore. Not because it just sucks that the I don't know why certain encoders... Well, some people are doing fine with 1080p at 60. Well, at least on Twitch. But we're also forgetting we're on freaking YouTube. It's just that the stream quality doesn't look good at all. I don't like it. Hold on a second. Let me edit it real quick. I don't like it anymore. I should have really seen this on a television a long time ago. I'll have to put some sort of banner to make it look good. Let's see what that looks like now. Will that look better? Well, first off, my stream bitrate is really off. I do need to put a background down, though, if I am going to do this. Can I just go to my channel, please? Search. System message 911 renew Emperor? What do you mean renew Emperor? What is this? I never had a subscription to begin with. I don't know why my logo looks pixelated on television. Like, I mean, that's partly YouTube's fault, because every single time I upload my logo, they always tell me my freaking logo is too high quality, and it just... ruins the whole point of me uploading high quality images. Like, well, this doesn't look any better at all. Yeah, this doesn't look any better. In matter of fact, it looks so much worse because it now just looks small. So I think what I'm going to do next time we go live, reduce the stream quality to 1080p 30. Which is not terrible. It's not. It's what I used to use before the 60 frames per second update, but I didn't realize that this frame rate wasn't. Oh, is this game over? I'm not even paying attention. Oops, sorry guys. I see them taking a knee. I'm like, uh-oh. Well, Nebraska's going to win it 35-13. I apologize for the poor stream quality. I'm going to try to fix this tomorrow. This goes against my standards of having a good live stream. Yeah, although my phone does have the capability to film at that frame rate, it just doesn't keep it there. Alright, so Nebraska's now has won it, which means there's only 2 more teams that have to win in order for Ottawa to be eliminated out of playoff contention. That being, I think, Vegas. That's going to be Las Vegas and Miami. But for now, we're going to take a look at the schedule. We got one more game coming up tonight. We got the Minnesota Pride versus the Cincinnati Royals. All right, let me go do a quick weather check-in. Is it Cincinnati? Yeah, it is. Cloudy. No wind. So if both Miami and Las Vegas win this week, from this point forward, oh, I got an ad. I was like, what happened? Yeah, it turns out we get ads on television as well. What if it's the keyframe interval as well? Gonna try to do some research. Reddit's got the answers to everything, so we're gonna see what they got. Yeah, this is like not what I expected for a live stream to look like. I want the UAFL and the rest of my streams to look good. So I do need to fix this at some point this season. But let's see what happens if I pull this up. I'm going to pause this real quick. I paused the game, by the way, because I just wanted to see something. Okay. Oh, I thought I paused the game, but... Yeah, it seems like the stream quality isn't that great. Because Xbox is part of the problem, but... I think part of the problem is that my like there's a couple of things wrong with this stream. I think the keyframe interval is too short. It's set to 1. I'm gonna change it to 2. Everyone says 2 is the best thing to do with it. Yeah, I think I'm going to change the keyframe interval. Because right now my keyframe interval is 1, which means every single second it refreshes. I think that's too much. Maybe if I set it to 3 it would be good too, because the app I have called Prism, I could set it to either 1, 2, or 3. And then I can change the quality of the stream and the bitrate. Those are the 3 things I can change. Actually, there's a 4th thing I could change as well, but it's really a special mode that I don't really use because it will lag everything. Yeah, I think I might change the keyframe interval. I think that might be what I need to do tomorrow. It's because it's like putting an unnecessary load. I think there might be two changes I'm going to do. I'm actually going to change two. The settings next time. I'm going to change both the keyframe interval and the stream quality. Because I see squares everywhere. I see squares everywhere. I don't like that. Like, I don't like why. Like, why does it look like that? It makes me look like I am a poor YouTuber. I mean, I guess I am poor because I don't make a lot of money, but I'm not that broke. Okay, I'm. Okay, so apparently it increases noise. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm having. Um. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do in the future, I just want to say this is going to be the last stream that's going to be at 60 frames per second for a while. Because of the technical issues that we're receiving that I wish I knew about sooner. Like, it started out fine. The stream started out perfectly fine, and then it just... But as it gets to the second half of the day, it just gets worse and worse. It's like this stream is unwatchable. Now I understand why everyone leaves the stream. It's because the stream quality is so bad. Like, why doesn't my stream look like this? It doesn't normally look like this. So I'm going to be doing a couple of things. Number one, I'm changing the frame rate. Yeah, number one, I'm changing the frame rate to 30 frames per second. It's okay. It's not too bad. Second, I'm changing the frickin' keyframe interval to 3 instead of frickin' 1. This will make it to where the bitrate doesn't need to be as high in order for it to work. Because I don't know what's going on here. If I change the bitrate to, or let's try changing my stream quality to 720p at 60 frames per second. Let's see what that looks like. It doesn't look any different. What's up, Stickbug Guy? Welcome to the stream. This stream looks really freaking horrible. I apologize for that. I'm gonna try to fix that tomorrow. Like, Stickbug, does the stream look blurry? Or, I mean, if you're on mobile, you won't be able to tell. But if you're watching on TV, you can I can easily tell that it's blurry. And I don't like that. And it just keeps freezing like it does because I'm using so much bandwidth, I'm guessing. I mean, I can handle it on my PC freezing always, so it's okay. Yeah, I'm going to make a few changes to the stream tomorrow. I'm going to change the bitrate and the keyframe interval. I need to restart my PC so many times before it stops. Yeah, it could be... That could be part of the problem. I don't know. I don't know if it's really... I don't know if it's your PC or if it's the stream at this point. I don't know. There's just so many problems that's been going on. Yeah, the Stickbug Guy says he needs to restart his PC so many times. There is a Let's not talk about how laggy my laptop is. It gets 5,000 ping lag spikes even if what did that even say? Where did it even go? Even if I'm playing a low quality game. Yeah. Okay. Okay. PC has better ping. It has 38 milliseconds at least. Yeah, it is really buggy. Let's see. Let's see what I want to conduct a speed test real quick. See what we got going on. It is really freaking horrible. It's only telling me what the upload speed is, or the download speed. I want to know the upload speed. Come on. Like, I can tell this game is lagging like crazy. Alright, here we go. Speed test. Everything's in megabytes. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but for what I'm trying to read, what this should be. Upload speed. Our upload speed is 35 Mbps. Mbps to kbps. That's, I don't think 35 megabits per second is good. Oh, never mind. Because apparently it is 36,000. That should be more than enough for this to work properly, but it doesn't. Well, newsflash, it doesn't. So my bitrate should be good enough to run this stream then. If my kilobit limit is 36,249. My upload speed in megabits. I'm going to type this into this thing. 35.4. Stream max bitrate should be 21,000. So why does my stream look like this? You see, they recommend anywhere from 4,000 bits to 8,000 bits, which I might change the bitrate to, I guess. I might change the bitrate as well. I think it's at 8,000 right now. It's in the range that they say it should be working fine at, but I think tomorrow. Oh, is it already halftime? If I do 30 frames. If I set the... By the way, Roblox is reviving Murder Mystery 2 has 100,000 players now. I mean, that game's been popular forever, though. What is the 1080p dimensions? $2560, 1080. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you see, I think I've diagnosed the problem. It is in fact, yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of 60 frames per second. Unless if I drop it down to 720p, which I don't want to do that, but what is the dimensions of 720 pixels? .720 wide. What did that say? Trying to find a message. I remember when you played Spelling Bee and I typed Chargo like a freak you out. Yeah, that's because that is impossible for me. Or a lot of people, really. 721 to 80. I think the resolutions that I wouldn't probably want to avoid with this internet, because I don't think our internet is fast enough to even handle 1080p at 60 frames. I'm thinking that's why my stream looks really bad right now. I think that's what it is. And I probably will change it tomorrow to a different resolution so that I don't have that problem. (1920 to 1080 pixels. I'm gonna calculate that. Yeah. Hold on, it's gonna lag a bit. I'm doing another speed test. $33.9. Let's drop the frame rate to 30. Let's just say our upload speed is 30. Which would give us a maximum bitrate of 1800, which, yeah. If you can't tell, we don't have the world's best Wi-Fi because we don't live in a city. We do live in a city, but not a big city. I'll probably run this same test on my brother's internet when I get over there. Because I want to see... Well, really, I'll have to run this test on my iPhone that I stream with so that I can actually see what bitrate that thing supports. So I do have some homework to do after this stream ends just to fix broadcasting issues. It's something that needs to happen, really. Let me see what Prism looks like on my other phone. Sorry, my PC froze again. Eek. Well, my iPhone 8 can only stream it at I guess 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second. The first device that supports that is the phone that I'm streaming with. So that version that I'm streaming with is actually the oldest phone that Apple has made that can do 60 frames per second. That might be a problem. The crazy thing is, I can still stream to 6 platforms on at once on my iPhone 8, which I don't really use it that much anymore, but yeah, maybe leveling up my screen will look better.
Tonight.
So yeah, once this game ends right here, did I import the scores for the last game that ended?
Tonight.
Nebraska, so it's 35 to what? 13? 22? 22-point win for Nebraska? Alright.
Tonight. Tonight.
7. It's the wrong number. So it looks like Cincinnati's is the team that's most likely going to win. It might be. Are they in playoff range if they win? They got to beat Orlando and St. Louis. No. They're not going to beat them both. Let's just. Well, actually, they're not even going to the playoff range if they do win. The highest they can get is 11th, but they're going to 12th. If they win. It's just going to be like, what's going on?
Tonight.
I think once a week we should do an internet speed test to see if the streams, whatever capable settings should be for a stream, would be capable for the
Go.
what we need.
Tonight. Go.
Imagine if we had an upload speed of 10,000.
Go.
Yeah, that's not happening. We're gonna say it's 30. Maximum bitrate should be 18,000, but that should also leave 12,000 bits to my game, which I don't know how many bits my game needs to run, but seems like Minnesota's going to lose here today. Minnesota really is not doing so well.
Tonight. 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 Tonight.
Well, I wouldn't have expected Cincinnati. Well, I guess both of these two teams are at the same level, aren't they? They're both kind of mid. But I know Minnesota's kind of worse. So,
Go.
the thing is, the Minnesota Pride had a hopeful start to this season, but then they quickly fell apart, and now it looks like they're going to be 2 games below 500, and it looks like they're about to get their 5th loss of the season already. Minnesota is probably going to be eliminated within the next 3 weeks. I only imagine.
Tonight.
And that's it. The game is over. I could finally end this laggy stream. But before that, I want to test if that theory is true. Because it's definitely been longer than 3 hours since we were live. So remember at the beginning of the stream when I said that D Live might turn my stream off at 3 hours? We're going to find out if that's true or false. And it looks like it's false. So whoever started that rumor, you are wrong. I love proving people wrong. Because it's just tired of the misinformation. I've not made a single payment to D Live, and I can still stream beyond 3 hours. So whoever made that rumor, why would you do that? Whatever. That is going to be the end of today's stream. I want to thank everyone for watching. While I am not live, I'm going to be troubleshooting this live stream issue, and hopefully it is going to be fixed by the time the next stream turns on.